Hello friends, good morning. Welcome to yet another session on essay perspectives. The topic for today is the journey is a reward as well as destination. Before I proceed friends, I have a personal appeal. My third edition of my book has been unfortunately pirated. I urge all of you to buy original and pirated copies are of very low print and paper quality. So original copies can be bought from the seller Arvind India on Flipkart and affordable on Amazon. As always friends, we need to first conceptualize any essay as being made of various components and subcomponents. In this essay, the first component is introduction followed by essence. Then we would explore why journey is a reward as well as a destination. Then we would counter argue, question our own argument, questioning if journey is always rewarding, and then we would actually try to analyze if the emphasis on journey is to discourage goals, and then we would conclude. Friends, I feel the best way to start this essay is by referring to the life of an UPSC aspirant. See, all of us are aware that at least every year there will be about 1 lakh serious aspirants appearing for this exam. But however, only the lady luck favors only 1,000 every year. So, most of the aspirants actually would, even most of the serious aspirants, despite working extremely hard, despite being focused, despite being committed also, would not make it to the final list even after exhaustion of all their attempts. But yet, would that mean, though they have not been able to realize their dream or goal of clearing this exam, yet this journey of UPSC preparation would transform them as a person. All of us are aware that it is mostly, it is very popularly told, in the circles of UPSC aspirants that there is nothing called failure in UPSC preparation. So if you don't clear this exam, you will definitely emerge as a different person, emerge as a more responsible person, more knowledgeable person. You will either become successful as an UPSC tutor, you may set up your own institute, or you may start writing books, or you may take online lectures, or you may start your own business, or you may become successful in some other exams, what not actually. This enriching experience or enriching the experiences and learnings that come all the way, and the grit and determination which a person develops in due course of preparation, and also the strength which one develops to face the adversities, face failure, would definitely land everyone in a better position. So to cut long story short, what I am trying to tell you is, for every serious UPSC aspirant, even though he or she would not make it to the final list after exhaustion of all the attempts, he or she would emerge as a better person and would make it good in life actually. So venturing or the success that a person would get in a venture without UPSC preparation is definitely far lower than the success which the same person would have got had he prepared for UPSC, though he had failed in UPSC. So thus, the journey of UPSC preparation itself is rewarding. Sometimes that itself is a destination, friends. So perhaps by invoking this popular belief amongst UPSC aspirants, you can very well start the essay. Friends, under the head essence, we need to explore the meaning of the topic. So the topic contains 3 keywords: journey, reward and destination. So what is journey in this context? In this context, journey essentially means an attempt. Journey essentially means a pursuit. To elaborate, journey implies collection of all the efforts that a person puts in and collection of all the actions which a person undertake, or the collection of execution of all the plans a person has conceptualized. So all these things make up journey. So if you are doing a particular activity continuously, it's a journey. So normally every activity is undertaken with a goal in mind. So all such activities, all such actions make up what we call journey. Then reward is a prize. Reward is a return. So when you undertake something, whatever you get in return is reward. However, we need to qualify this return. If the returns of undertaking an action is positive, we call it reward. If the returns of undertaking an action is negative, then we call it punishment. Reward and punishment. So in this context, so reward actually means a positive return for undertaking particular action or particular sets of actions. Then finally, destination. Destination implies goal, ultimate objective. So to just recapitulate, so journey is pursuit, reward is positive return, destination is ultimate objective. Now try to establish the link amongst or the relationship amongst all these three. So when we put all these three together, then we would realize that the underlying meaning of this statement is that pursuit towards an ultimate objective itself is a positive return, notwithstanding whether that pursuit would actually lead to the realization of that ultimate objective or not. To elaborate, normally we think reaching the goal, realization of the ultimate objective is a positive return, correct? But however, this statement argues that notwithstanding whether the ultimate objective is realized or not, notwithstanding whether a goal is reached or not, the pursuit towards that goal itself is a positive return. Okay, so to put it short, to cut the long story short, it actually means that one should keep working, thinking, not worrying about the results actually. So working towards the goal itself will make will be more rewarding. So basically this emphasizes the karma philosophy of Bhagavad Gita. So karmanya vadikarashe mapaleshu khadachana. So that means, so don't worry about the goal, you just do your action rightfully. Okay, so this is the essence of this topic. So now friends, once we have explained the essence of the topic, actually it sounds a little surprising because everybody does something for realizing something, right? So without that realization, how can the effort to realize that itself is a positive return? This question strikes everybody's mind. So to go back to the same example of UPSC aspirant, you may think that preparation, I am preparing, I am working hard, I am studying from morning till evening only to clear that exam and see my name in the final list. Correct? If my name does not figure in the final list, how can this hard work itself become a reward? Correct? This question lingers in everybody's mind. So obviously we have to elaborate as to how journey itself is a reward as well as a destination. So the first and foremost thing is experience. The experience which a person gains in the process of pursuit itself is a reward, right? See, what is ultimate objective of human endeavor, human life? The ultimate objective of human endeavor is to gather as much exposure as possible, experience as much as possible. So there is no replacement for experience, right? You become a better person through series of experiences. A person who does not have much experience in a particular field is definitely not a competent person, if I may say so. So thus the process itself will help a person to gain enough experience and exposure. One such experience can be, let us say a person does not achieve what he wanted. Let us say that person has not reached the goal which he wants to reach, but yet the process of not reaching the goal also has given him a lot of experiences. One such experience is he has learned to face the failure. Correct? So a person, because the life is not filled with success always, right? A person should also understand, also learn to face the failure. So this process has taught him how to face the failure, which is a very great lesson for anybody's life. So facing failure, has two dimensions. One set of people may just get depressed, may lose all hopes, may lose all confidence, and they may become very very diffident in themselves. So they may think they are incapable of anything and they may stop attempting anything new. This is one set of people. But there is another set of people who would face failure with with stone heart. They would say, how can, one failure cannot tow me down. It cannot tinker with my confidence levels. So such persons will raise above and will keep working hard, working smart again, and to realize the goal. Correct? These are the two ways to face failure. A person who has experienced more failures will be able to take failure in a positive way, rather than a person who has not experienced failures at all in his life. So thus, this is just one such experience that I am saying. So the first and foremost thing is, the journey itself gives a lot of experiences to a person, which can be used for in some other endeavors. To illustrate, Thomas Alva Edison failed more than 100 times while inventing bulb. Correct? But every process of attempting to invent a bulb made him to gather some experience, and that actually led him to finally, he learned to face failure, and finally those collective set of experiences helped him in ultimately inventing the bulb. Friends, please recall Edison's famous quote, "I have not failed, I have found 10,000 ways that did not work." So every attempt at failure did not lead Thomas Edison to believe that he has not achieved anything. He realized, he drew experiences from every such pursuit, from every such journey. Correct? Though he had not reached the destination, this journey itself was more rewarding for him, and finally led him to garner about 1,000 plus patents in his name. Second thing is learning. So every journey, every experience, every attempt, every pursuit actually gives you a lot of learning. Sometimes actually we don't know the result. Unless we try, we don't know the result. So if we try and fail, we would learn as to what actually went wrong. So by doing that course correction would help us to emerge out victorious in the subsequent attempts, or in an altogether different pursuit. You can draw experience of this pursuit to become successful in an altogether different pursuit actually. In fact, to narrate my own personal experience, because this is striking my mind, friends. I always believe that whatever strikes your mind, you should write in the exam. So that's why I attempted SBI probationary officer exam once actually. Back then the data interpretation section was very difficult that time. So actually I did not clear that exam. When I did not clear that exam, that night I came back and I was thinking there was one question on pie chart which actually looked very simple, but still late I did not get it right. So I came back home and I was thinking about that a few of those problems continuously, that what would have been the best way to solve those problems in shorter duration. Something struck my mind actually, because I had not used the technique in the exam itself. Then I went to then I had applied for RBI grade B exam. So followed, in the next RBI grade B exam, you would not believe, I got a similar question. The moment I saw that question, the moment I saw that pie chart, then I marked all the questions, about 4 or 5 in one go. So without wasting much time, because in the SBI PO, similar question I had not attempted. I had taken, though I had spent a lot of time on that, I had not gotten the answer. Correct? but I came back, gave a thought about it, and finally I realized the better way to do it. And then incidentally, fortunately, a similar question was asked in RBI grade B exam. So where the moment I could see the question, I was able to crack it and I was able to just mark the answers. So finally I cleared RBI grade B exam, which is regarded to be which is regarded to be more difficult than the SBI PO exam itself. So what I am trying to tell you is, it is finally that journey of writing the exam, SBI probationary officer exam, though I was not able to clear that exam, yet helped me clear RBI grade B exam. So thus the journey itself is a reward. And then personality development. Friends, actually the whole objective of human life is to gain experiences, right? I already told you. But this gaining experiences will transform you as a person. You become a better person. What do you mean by this personality development? So working hard makes you a hard worker. Facing failures makes you a humble person, and also makes you you become more, your tendency to seek inputs from other people increases. You don't consider yourself to be a superior man, so you become more modest. Sorry, I was thinking about that word modest actually. So you become more modest. You realize that there are others who are better than you. Correct. So that makes you more modest actually. And this continuous pursuit actually improves your intellectual abilities. So thus, on the whole, this continuous pursuit of anything would inculcate a few of a few important traits in any person. So thus, personality development happens because of this journey. Though that journey, notwithstanding whether that journey leads to the realization of goal or not, yet this journey, the process of journey itself develops the personality of any given individual. Then social capital. What is social capital, friends? Social capital refers to the collection of the contacts a person has, human relationships basically. So the gains that a person would derive out of human relationships is what we call social capital. Correct? The process of journey, the journey itself brings you in contact with many individuals. In the process of realizing a particular objective, you go, you meet, you get yourself associated with a lot of individuals actually. So every individual would give you some experience, but at the same time their contacts, their associations would actually help you in more ways than one. You may get a conversation partner, you may get a partner with whom you can share all your sorrows and get clarity. You may get a partner who would actually stand by you in times of need. You may get a partner whose skills can be tied with your skills to create something altogether new. Correct? So thus the lifelong associations that get created in the process of journey are just memorable, or just fabulous. So don't you think that itself is a great boon? Even if you achieve everything without anybody around, you don't even enjoy that success, right? So the process of achieving success keeps you in touch with a lot of people. That makes you a better human being. That gives you a lot of social capital. To go back to our civil service aspirants example, see, suppose that you during preparation you have become close, you have gotten associated with a let us say a doctor. There was a doctor who was preparing with you, and then you were also preparing, so you people got associated, and finally both of you have not cleared the exam, and the doctor has continued his practice and has become a renowned doctor in a particular specialization, and you have chosen your own field and you have also become successful, let us say so. Then let us say there is a family health emergency in the family. So this doctor would be of great help to you. Though your journey might not have helped you to clear UPSC exam, but it put you in touch with a particular doctor who was instrumental in ensuring that a better treatment is provided to one of your family members when they fell ill. Correct? So that's what I call social capital. So that journey itself will give you a lot of such associations which are more rewarding than the result itself. Then skill sharpening. What is the skill sharpening? It is basically, specialization. A person who keeps on doing a particular work becomes adept at it, who becomes more competent at it actually. So that would your skills get honed in a way that actually makes you a more competent person, more adept person, more versatile person. Last but not the least, friends, all of us would not set out on a journey to reach a particular destination. Correct? So many times we would just get involved in our regular activities, but unexpected results follow. Unexpected results follow. See, what in an ideal scenario, the moment you hear what you think, everybody sets out on a journey, on a pursuit to realize a particular goal or particular objective. Need not be so, right? Let us say there is a banker, he goes to bank every day and comes back as that is because it is his job. He doesn't have any objective in mind. He does not have anything in mind. Whatever is given for that particular day, he would finish it and he would come back. Let us take the example of a chef at a hotel. He goes, he cooks every day and comes. He doesn't have any objective in mind. But this process of going to office every day, this process of going to restaurant every day, this process of doing your regular activities every day may also sometimes throw out unexpected results which are more rewarding. Correct? So, the best example is the invention of penicillin. Alexander Fleming did not mean to, he never designed any experiment to invent penicillin. But finally, he just stumbled upon it and that became a life or the world changing breakthrough invention. Correct? So, there are a lot of such examples. You just, without any objective in mind, you are doing something diligently and something extraordinary comes out of it. Okay? So, thus there are so many dishes, so many cuisines get created by the chefs accidentally. So thus this journey itself is rewarding because it has the potential to throw up unexpected results. Now that, friends, we have laid so much emphasis on journey, but now the next question is, so we are saying journey is only important, journey is only enriching, journey is only enlightening. But does that mean, was that argument to disparage goals? The answer is absolutely no, not really. Goals are also important. Goals are also equally important. Of course, journey is a reward, but that doesn't mean goals are not an important aspect of any human endeavor. So, why goals are important? Because goals decides direction. See, of course, I told you that journey itself is a reward, but journey towards a goal, journey without having a goal are two different things. Journey without a goal may throw up unexpected results, but not necessarily always. But journey towards a goal would actually help you, would be a double whammy to you. How double whammy? Journey is a reward and going towards a particular goal may also lead to the realization of that goal itself. So you have two advantages. So this journey gives you some rewards or some experiences or whatever. Sometimes the chances that you may realize the goal also. So it's a double whammy. Without having a goal, you keep on learning something, keep on doing something, then you have only one advantage. What is that advantage? Rewards coming out of journey. But you will never end up getting rewards that will come out of goal realization. But if you take journey seriously towards a particular goal, then at least there is 50% probability that you have two rewards. One is from journey, one is from goal realization. Correct? So here, this goal actually helps you to give direction to your journey. Otherwise, if you don't have a goal, you can blindly helter-skelter here and there. You blindly run helter-skelter here and there. You don't know where to go, in which direction to go actually. So that direction is what is decided by goal, which makes your journey more meaningful. The process of journey would not be frustrating. The process of journey would be filled with hope only if you have a goal in mind, because you are traveling to a particular destination. So you are always hopeful that someday you would reach the destination and your goal gets realized. So that hopefulness is what is derived from the journey towards a particular direction, which is given by goal itself. Second thing, gives motivation. See friends, actually the journey, the pursuit, you can keep on doing something with motivation, you can keep on doing something without motivation. Correct? These are two different things. If you do something without motivation, the efforts are half-hearted. So results are also half-baked. So, and you would be the life will be very boring. You would not enjoy doing that work. You would do it only for the namesake. You would do it for the sake of doing that work. So, I'm reminded of Confucius' famous saying, if you love your job, you need not have to work for a single day. Correct? So, what is this loving job? It is what we call motivation. Correct? So, this motivation, you get this motivation if and only if you have a goal in mind. Third is consolidates energy. What is this consolidating energy? All your energies, if you have a goal in mind, would get concentrated towards that goal only. So when the energy gets concentrated towards a particular goal, then the probability of goal realization increases. Correct? Otherwise, see, you are an UPSC aspirant. If you are an UPSC aspirant, since you have a goal of clearing this exam, you don't get distracted. You put all your energies to preparing for this exam. Otherwise, what is there? You prepare for 1 hour, you read newspaper casually, you watch movie, you do everything. You don't take anything seriously. So thus, this consolidation of energy happens only when the goal is in sight. So, friends, thus I feel, though journey is a reward in itself, but having a goal gives you the chance of having double rewards. Reward 1 is journey, reward 2 is goal realization. At least the reward from journey is assured, but reward from goal realization is half assured. 50-50 chances. Correct? So thus you cannot, thus emphasizing journey being a reward in itself should not lead us to disparage the role of goals. Friends, we argued that journey gives lot of rewards. Then we also argued that though journey is rewarding, that does not mean goal is any less important. Then now it is time for us to question the validity of the first argument, whether journey is always rewarding. The answer is no, not necessarily. The process of journey would definitely give you some returns, but those returns need not always be positive returns. Those returns can be negative also. So it all depends on the means chosen. If right means, ethical means, legal means are chosen, then the rewards that you get are positive. If unethical means and illegal means are chosen, then the returns are always negative. Correct? So, those means are extremely important. Whether you have chosen ethical means, whether you have chosen legal means would decide whether you would get a positive reward or a negative reward. So, I am going back too much to my UPSC aspirant examples, but still friends, let us say you want to crack this exam and you have to serve society. Your goal, your end is noble. Okay, you really want to serve society selflessly. Your end is noble. But however, in order to crack this exam so that you would be able to serve the society, you cannot afford to take to indulge in malpractices in exam, right? If you indulge in malpractices in exam, then actually you would get caught, you would be debarred from appearing in exam, or your criminal case may also get booked against you. Finally, that journey of UPSC preparation has become a negative reward to you. It has become a punishment to you rather than a reward or a enriching experience in itself. I am just giving an example. See, I am reminded of Robin Hood thing. So you rob from the rich to distribute to the poor. Of course, you are doing a redistribution of wealth. Of course, you are working towards the welfare of disadvantaged sections. You are working for marginalized sections. Agreed. But the means of robbing from the rich would actually make you susceptible to get arrested, would make you susceptible to get attacked by the rich people, and finally you would not get that though the ends are noble, your journey would have churned out a negative return to you, would become a punishment. So journey would not always be rewarding. Journey would be rewarding if and only if the means chosen are ethical or as well as legal. Then last thing, friends, of course, let us say the means chosen are ethical and legal. What if the ends are unethical? This is also an important thing, right? What if the destination itself is unethical? Let us say you are working honestly or loyally towards your boss. This loyalty is an ethical means, correct? You are finally working, you are being loyal to your boss is agreed. But what if your boss is making you do some things which are unethical? Correct? See, I think the same thing, the best example is Karna himself. Karna had loyalty, that he always chose all ethical means. Okay? He stuck to his word. He never went back on his, he never got enticed by the positions offered to him or the kickbacks offered to him, if I may say so, on a funnier note. But yet, though his means were ethical, yet he ended up being a failure because he was supporting an unethical cause. Correct? So, thus friends, so this is the proper analysis which we need to do. This essay essentially has 4 quadrants. On one axis, you can plot ethical means and unethical means. And on another axis, you can plot ethical ends and unethical ends. So finally, your attempts should actually, everybody should endeavor to get themselves positioned in the quadrant that is a confluence of ethical means and ethical ends. Correct? Then only journey is rewarding. And the goal realization may also be rewarding. So this should be your conclusion. This should be your conclusion. So hope it has made sense, friends. So of course journey is rewarding provided ethical means are employed. Point 1. But merely pursuing an ethical journey would restrict you to only one reward, that is the rewards being derived from journey itself. So having an ethical goal and pursuing a journey towards ethical goal by employing ethical means would enable you to garner 2 rewards. One reward is from the journey itself, which is assured, always assured. Second is the reward derived out of goal realization, which is only half assured. Okay? Since human tendency, human intention is always to maximize rewards, so a person is supposed to pursue a particular pursue an ethical objective by employing ethical means. Okay, hope it has made sense, friends. Towards the end, I have slightly taken the I have slightly concluded mathematically and logically. So hope it has made sense. So okay friends, I think the next week all of you are gearing up for prelims. I wish all of you all the best. So hoping to see most of you attempt this exam with a lot of confidence and clear this exam. All the best. Thank you.